There's something that remains when the thoughts disappear, something quietly present, even when the emotions fade and the body rests. Rupert Spira reminds us, you, this aware presence, are not made of thoughts or feelings. You are aware of them. But that brings us to a deeper question. What is it that is aware? What is this knowing presence that observes thoughts, sensations, and perceptions, but itself has no shape? If you try to find it, to locate it as a thing, you can't. It has no color, no gender, no age. It's not white or black, young or old. And yet, it is always here. So who or what is this I that is aware? That's what today's talk invites us to feel into. Let's listen together. Here's Rupert Spira.
Is there some things that you also teach to help being more in the intimacy of the moment? Or it's all just an experimentation?
There are things, there are lines of investigation or exploration that we can undertake to make what I am suggesting here as a possibility an actual reality in our lives. And the first thing to do is to explore what we are, what I am. Mm-hmm. Everybody knows that I am present, and that the I that I am is aware. For instance, right now you are aware of this conversation, and we are aware of the sound of the birds and the sight of the trees and the tingling of the sensations of your feet and whatever thoughts are present in your mind. We're all aware of this. Now, what is it that is aware of that? What is aware of your thoughts?
I've heard Deepak Chopra said this, and I would say the soul.
Don't refer to what anybody
Intellectually,
else.
yeah.
No, but right
it's
now,
my soul.
Because the soul is just okay. But I'm just going to ask you what you mean by your soul, because right now,
my essence.
No, you, yeah, you, I, the one that is called Lilu. Mm-hmm. You are aware of your thoughts. Mm-hmm. Yes. Now, whatever it is that is aware of your thoughts is not itself made out of a thought. Yes, because the thought flies by. Yes, the thought is like this. Yes, it just sails by. What should we have for dinner tonight? It comes and it's gone.
Some get stuck longer.
Some get stuck a bit longer and they go round and round, but nevertheless they all go. But you are there, aware of that passing thought. Yeah. You weren't made of the thought, because when the thought vanishes, you remain. Mm-hmm. Yes. Same with your bodily sensations. All the sensations that are present in your body now, they disappear. But you, when they are present, you're aware of them. When they disappear, you remain. So you can't be made, you, this aware presence, is not made out of a sensation, or a thought, or a feeling, or a sound, or a shape, or a texture, or a smell. Yeah? You are aware of all these things. Now, what is that you, that aware presence? If I was to ask you, for instance, turn your attention towards your thoughts. Take a thought now, any thought. What should we have for dinner? You don't have to tell us, just any thought. And just watch the thought flow by. It's very easy to watch that thought. Yeah? It's like watching a bird. You just watch it, yeah? Or if I was to suggest to you, turn your attention towards the tingling sensation at the soles of your feet. Mm-hmm. You go straight there, very easy. Mm-hmm. Or to the sound of the birds. You go straight there. Now, what if I was to ask you, turn your attention to whatever it is that is aware of your thoughts, your feelings, your sensations and your perceptions. Where do you go?
Inside.
Inside where?
More on the heart area.
Okay, so what you find the heart area, what is it that is aware of the heart area?
I would say my essence, my beingness.
Whatever it is, can you find it?
It's not definable, but it's
not definable or findable.
Findable.
If you go to your heart area, you find a sensation or a feeling, mm-hmm. but something in you knows that sensation or is aware of that sensation or feeling. If you try to find that one, you can't find it. Why? Because it's not an object. Mm-hmm. It's not a thought. It's not a feeling. It's not a sensation. It's just made out of pure, empty awareness. Mm-hmm. Empty because it's not made of an object. Yes? So it's like it's transparent. Mm-hmm. It's empty. It's made out of pure knowing, pure awareness. Now, if you ask yourself, is there a limit to that awareness? Can you find, go now.
No, I cannot put boundaries.
Can you find a limit to it? Does it have an age?
Mm-mm.
Does it have a gender?
Mm-mm.
So immediately, this that we call I, we're discovering, this I is not a 40, 50, 60-year-old man or woman. It's not white or black or this I is transparent, colourless, without boundaries, without limits, without gender, without age. And if we look deeply, in other words, it has no limits. And if we look deeply as well, we find that it is always present. Have you not always been present as the knower of your experience? The 5-year-old Lilu, wasn't her experience known by the same transparent awareness?
Yes, I was experiencing life differently, but yeah.
No, the experiences were different. The thoughts were different. The feelings were different. The sensations were different. The world was different. But the one who experienced them, was that one different?
Based on our conversation, no.
No, it wasn't. It doesn't change. Because only an object could change. But this is just, this I, this essential self, your being, is just made out of empty awareness. It's the same I that is, it's not growing older, it's not moving or changing, and it doesn't disappear. You've never had, nor could you ever have, the experience of this I disappearing. It wasn't born. It's not evolving. It's not going to die. Yes, the mind appears and disappears. The body appears and disappears. But you, the essential you, is without limits and ever present. Now, without limits means infinite, not finite. And ever present means eternal, eternally now. That is the great discovery to make, that what I am is not a cluster of thoughts, feelings and sensations that was born at a particular time and place, that is moving, evolving, growing old, and is one day going to disappear. This, what we essentially are, is this ever-present, luminous, empty, transparent awareness, which is intimately one with all appearances, just like the screen is intimately one with the image that appears on it, but at the same time absolutely free of them. The screen is not stained by the movie. You are not stained or hurt or harmed by any thought, by any activity, by anything. Life can't hurt you. You are this pristine, indestructible, ever-present, infinite awareness, which is intimately one. The sounds, for instance, all we know of the sound is the experience of hearing, yes? All we know of sound is hearing. How close to you does the experience of hearing take place? 20 meters away? Or this close? Where is hearing taking place? How close to you?
Well, I can hear the birds out, but it resonates aside.
The experience of hearing, where is that taking place?
That's a good question. The experience of hearing here.
Here. Intimate. Is it at a distance from yourself?
No.
Is there some space between yourself and hearing?
No, none.
In fact, can you even find two things there? Myself and hearing.
No.
They're like this, yes? Thought says, I know the sound in here, but the sound is over there. Thought divides hearing into two parts. A self on the inside that hears, and a sound on the outside that is heard. That's duality. But if we stay close to our experience, to the intimacy of our experience, and we ask, what knowledge do I have of the sound of the birds? It's just the experience of hearing. And hearing is not divided in two, into a me part and a not me part, into a Lilu part and a bird part. It's just hearing, one seamless, intimate substance. And seeing is the same. It's not divided into a seer in here and the seen world out there. It's all just seeing, and seeing is made out of the knowing of it. You are that knowing. You pervade the entire field of your experience. Nothing is separate from you.
Yes, I love how you put it. It's so clear. Isn't it juicy? Oh my goodness. Yes, but that's not at all how we were raised.
No, it's not how we were raised.
It's the whole brain fights for it during a while, and then it released.
It's not how we were raised. We were raised. You know, I don't know what you had when you were learnt when you learnt to read and write, we had these hardback books called David and Jane. David sees the tree. David loves Jane. David feels sad. A subject joined to an object through an act of knowing, perceiving, or feeling. This is the fundamental presumption of our culture. A subject and an object that are essentially separate.
But both are needed.
It's fine to have the concept, but to believe the concept of duality of a subject and an object, but to believe that this concept reflects the reality of our experience is a catastrophe. It is responsible, if we go deeply into the causes of suffering, we always find that the belief that what we are is a separate self is the fundamental cause of all suffering in individuals, and that suffering multiplied 7 billion times is responsible for the conflict, disharmony, the aggression that we find in the world today. So and the reason why, in spite of all our attempts to find peace in ourselves, in our intimate relationships, in our community and in the wider world, the reason why these conflicts persist is because we don't go to the root of them. And the root of all these conflicts is this one essential belief that what I am is a separate, limited, temporal self. Until that self is seen to be non-existent, the conflict will continue, both in ourselves, and we will spread it around us in our relationships and in the wider community.
Well, I was going to say, so the answer is love, but it's...
You're right, the answer is love, as long as by love...
Yeah, we have the...
We understand, not a feeling from one person to another. What love is the dissolution of the sense of self and other. So yes, absolutely, love is the answer. Yes, you're absolutely right. Love it's like the common name for non-duality. What I'm describing in a rational way is lived and felt in our experience as love. It's also experienced as peace and happiness. These are the ways that this understanding is revealed in our actual experience. Love, peace and happiness. And think about it. If you were to do a poll of all 7 billion people and ask how many of you are interested in non-duality? I mean, who would say yes? Hardly anyone. 0.0001% would say. But what about if you asked all 7 billion, are you interested in love and happiness? All 7 billion would say yes. What is this experience called love that everyone seeks? It is the dissolution of feeling that we are a fragment, that we are incomplete, that we are missing something, that we are needing something from another or from an object or from the world. Everybody longs for that sense of incompleteness to be dissolved. And why do we go for chocolates, cigarettes, drinks, activities, the next sexual encounter, whatever it is? What are we looking for? We're just longing to be complete again, to be whole again, for the feeling of fragmentation, separation, to dissolve. And these objects, they temporarily dissolve the sense of separation, but they don't truly uproot the sense of separation. So as soon as the chocolate or the alcohol or the relationship wears off, there is our longing again. The seeking comes back, and we go out again towards another object until it becomes clear to us that what we're seeking for is not an object or a state or a relationship. What we're longing for is to be healed of this. It's like a wound in the heart, this wound of separation. That's what everybody longs for, and the healing of that is called happiness.
Thank you, Rupert. Thank you.
And so, you are not in the world, looking out. You are that knowing presence in which the world appears, not separate from it, but one with it. We weren't raised to think this way. Most of us were taught. There is a me, and there is a world. a subject and an object, and we always divided. But Rupert points us back to something far more intimate and real, that the knowing with which you perceive is not in the body. The body itself appears in this knowing, and that knowing, it has no boundary, no birthplace, no bias, only presence, only awareness. Let this sit with you, not as a belief, but as a felt invitation. Until next time, stay soft, stay open, and rest as that which cannot be lost.